and designer friends. This is Lisa from the Cherry on Top and Creative Design Studio, found at Design Bundles. What I want to show off today are these truck templates that I've designed. They're not perfect, but they're as close as I could get, and I think they're so super cute. So this is what you get. You get this in 3 different formats. And here are just some ideas of what you can do with them. And I'll show you that up close. So these are the actual layered templates, what they look like. These are the colors that they come in. And we'll look at this one here first. You can go with a beveled and shadow look like I did here. And here I just messed with the opacity after adding a bevel. Give it a kind of realistic dimensional look. On this one, I went ahead and put some items behind, or inside, if you will, behind the gate of the truck, which you can do when you have layers. It's no problem. You can see my layers over here. These are all the little things, including this adorable gnome out there. This is all stuff from Plus, if you're wondering. Adorableness from Plus. And then I added an outline, and then I used some watercolor styles to kind of match this. This looked a little bit like a watercolor style, and I thought it matched a little better when I added a watercolor style to it. So those are some options you can do. This is the JPG version with a background. This is the PNG version. And you can do lots of stuff to this too. I was just playing with it a little bit. You can add like a nice chunky stroke to it. And then you can turn the black to white. I'm working with Photoshop elements in case you're wondering. And now you have a little sticker. I thought that was cool. Another thing you can do, what I did it on each and every individual layer. But what you could do is do the whole thing. Give it a little puffy or bevel, a little puffy style or bevel. And you can go into your programs and mess with that. Here's the bevel. You can make it a little bigger or a little smaller or whatever you think looks the best. So that's another way you can play with it. Let's clear all that. We're going to clear all those layers. That's another thing you can do in the PNG version is you can adjust the color and replace the color. Let's just say we want a different color truck altogether. You can mess with the saturation just by using the toggle here and hue, and you can make a totally different truck. Let's go with some different color here. Oh, let's go to pink truck. Yo! You can mess with the lightness and the brightness, and you can totally design a different truck. Oh, you can mess with the fuzziness too if you really want to get it just the right color. Like I thought that one thing was a different color, but you can see how you can play with it that way. And that's just the PNG version. And then of course you've got the layered version. Take a look over here at my layers panel. Look at all these layers. 1 through 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19. I guess I probably put these in different colors just so you can see that it's a part. But you can design some really cute stuff with it. Now, I wanted to show you specifically, look, this is when you keep it separate. I wanted to keep these layers separate so that you have more versatility in using the template. You don't have to do that. What you can do, what I did to make this particular version, see, those lines aren't there anymore. Some people like those lines there so you can see that this is a part of the truck. This is the door, which is not connected with this part of the truck. It's a little more realistic in that sense, but it kind of bothered me, frankly. So I went ahead and I merged these 3 layers together, the hood, and then this part where the door is, and then, of course, the bed of the truck. I merged those, and I thought the result was a little bit better. But I wanted to leave them separate, especially because you can see that you can totally merge them and get this look if you prefer it. I thought I'll show you real fast just a little bit how templates work. This would be exactly your download here, and then you want to bring in the papers, or you could use your color bucket. You know, you can, like here we have this pink save. You can do that. The thing is, when you use a color bucket, see, you lose crispiness. So I would highly recommend putting papers in instead. But yeah, it's up to you. You can go back in and maybe smooth it out or whatever you do to get rid of the paint bucket distortion that sometimes occurs when you use it. So you just slide in a paper. Let's say I wanted to do the door, and right-click, create a clipping mask. There's my door. Maybe I'm going to do the bed a different color. I don't have that many different colors. I just wanted to bring in a couple to get an idea on how you play with it. And you would bring that in, but this is how easy it is, okay? If you want to work with that layer, I sometimes click on it, sometimes it brings you to it. Right-click, create a clipping mask, and just slide the paper so it fits. See, and this is how you go about it, and you can color it exactly as you want. Here, let me just put this black color for something different. I just like to show you really quickly how you can play with the template. Now, normally you don't stretch, but just to make things go a little quicker, I'm going to stretch it. When you're just messing with color, it's not too bad. The distortion isn't too bad, okay? And then, of course, you'll probably want black tires. You'll slide your paper in there. And then whatever color you want to do with these, you'll slide that in, maybe that bluish green color. And then, yeah, like I did, you can add the puffies and the bevels like I did in the other thing. A puff like that, and then you can add some shadows. These I've purchased. Most of these are purchased. However, they do come with the program. Just look under bevels and look under drop shadows, and you can pretty much do the same thing. See, and now I got a little shadow, and we can mess with those and make the shadow bigger or smaller or more intense. Let me move it so you can see the changes. Watch the shadow move. See how everything is growing? You can go like this, and you can totally move it. See how that color is changing? That's the program. It's keeping all the lighting so that it's all coming from the same direction to give it a more realistic effect. Let's see, you could really change and customize things. Just wanted to show off how cute and easy to work with these templates are. Once again, these are truck templates that you can find in Plus at Design Bundles. Thanks so much for checking us out. Happy designing!